me, Marco, part of Team Elite, and today I'm here to showcase you Marincess and Frog deck, which I like to call Princess and the Frog. Love this deck, honestly. It's my heart and soul. I've been wanting to make. I wanted to make it ever since Blue Tank came out, so it's nice to show it off to you guys, and hope I can get some good reviews from y'all. All right, guys, let me showcase you this deck. So I'm gonna first start off with 3 Marincess Blue Tank. It's the main card in the deck. Love it. It starts your combo and also gives you advantage whenever it's sent to grave, where you can mill off the top 3 cards and then add 1 Marincess and then shuffle them back. And if not, you can just shuffle everything back. It's no harm done. It's just a nice, good starter, especially that. Since you also get to send the Seahorse, which I'm about to show you. So we got the 3 Blue Tanks, and then we got the 3 Pascalis. The Pascalis and Blue Tank at the same time, it is amazing. It lets you go even to a higher ceiling. Since when you normal or special summon it, you can special summon 1 Marincess from your hand to the field in defense mode, which is also a great effect. So it can give you more options to link summon. And then we played the 3 Seahorse. Also amazing card. Even if you just draw the Seahorse, it's an immediate link 3. Since you normal summon it, you summon the link so you add it back, and then you can special summon it and then go off to the link 2. The link 2, so much advantage just by having this 1 card in hand. And now we go with the 3 Mandarin. It comes in clutch, especially when you're trying to extend. It's one of the extenders you have in the deck where if you have at least 2 Marincess Link monsters, you can special summon it by targeting it and then special summoning. So don't forget that it targets first. So if your opponent ends up removing that monster and you no longer have a valid target, you don't get to special summon it. It's a great card for extending and going into a big boss monster. Okay, and that's it for the main deck Marincess monsters. And moving on to one of the best sides of the deck. We're playing the Frog Engine. We're playing the 3 Swamp. I'm so happy that they were able to finally release a different rarity for the Swamp Frogs. I almost went in and to buy the Ultimates. I know that's the better choice, but I ain't got that money. And then we're playing the 2 Ronin Totems to go along with it. To me, this ratio seems to be okay, especially since they ended up putting Toad to 1 this format. And then we got the 2 dupes in order to special summon it. There have been times when I've been able to get double dupe into the field, which is amazing for some decks that can't get over it. And yeah, so this is the Frog Engine along with the Marincess. Again, where the name comes from, Princess and the Frog. It's an amazing deck. It's an amazing engine, I meant to say. Yeah. Moving on to the rest of the monsters that are miscellaneous. We're playing 2 Sea Archivers. They're great because they're water and they're also extenders, since you're also special summoning monsters to the link zone. The 1 Artifact Scythe and the 1 Effect Veiler. I know I should be playing more than this. Honestly, I want to play Impermanences, but at the moment I'm okay with the Effect Veiler here. Since I also play that 1 trap card that's a pseudo impermanence, but we'll get to it in a bit. And then the Artifact Scythe for extra decay, especially this format. It's hard to get over a lot of big boards, but if you're able to prevent it going first, it is an amazing card. Alright, that wraps up the main deck monsters. Moving on to the spells. We're playing the 1 Marincess Battle Ocean. You played the 1 just like Soundman Great Sanctuary, because you're able to search it off of one of your links called Marincess Blue Ocean? Sea Angel. And then we played the 1 Pot of Avarice. Pot of Avarice, you go through a lot of your monster effects all the time. Especially your extra deck monsters, you actually want to see those more back in the extra deck, since you want to redo your combos every time. Since whenever you do your combos, you always end up with a Sea Angel or a blue tank back in hand, so you're able to restart it coming next turn. And then we play the Searchers, 2-sided minings. I know I should play 3, but I'm trying to test it out and see if 2 is any good. Because I'm playing 3 of a lot of Marincess, so there's never a time where I don't see the Marincess monster. So the 2 signets does me well, especially whenever I'm discarding a card, since a lot of the Marincess cards and also the 2 Sea Archivers, their effects can activate from graveyard. So I don't lose lose that much advantage just by activating their effects from the graveyard. Okay, that's it for the spells. So with this build, I went overboard on the traps, since I wanted to make it into a trap beatdown deck with the big boss monster along with the traps that can back it up. So what we're doing is we're playing the triple Marincess wave. Again, this is the pseudo impermanence. I like to think it's a little better, especially since if I control a link Marincess monster, I can target one monster my opponent controls and negate its effect. Right? That's an amazing effect. Now if I control a link 2 or higher Marincess monster, all my monsters become unaffected. So even if they're not named Marincess, if I control a monster in the field, that monster is unaffected by my opponent's cards completely. And now if I control a link 3 or higher, this is the best effect this card has, is where if I control it, I can activate it immediately from hand. And then all the effects follow behind it. So it's an amazing card, I love it. Especially if I get to see it through Blue Tank, which lets me mill 3, add whatever Marincess monster, or spell or trap. And if I see these, immediately I get to add it. Because it's so effective, especially if I have multiples of them, since they're not once per turn. And it's a great card. And now we go into the extra deck hate, where it's triple artifact sanctums, where we already know what this does. If you special summon, you can special summon one artifact monster, summon the Scythe, get rid of the extra deck from your opponent's turn, and it's a great card, especially if they end up popping it for the extras. And now we play the triple Paleozoic Dynamiscus. Helps with getting rid of problem monsters or cards, where just technical face banish and then also get more advantage. Since it is a water and a level 2, we get to go in with our totally awesome play. And because we run so many normal traps, I'm running the triple trap trick. Yeah, I know that banishing the Marincess wave to add reset a Marincess wave is kind of iffy. Because you banish it, you set it, but the thing is with the Marincess wave, you don't only get to use it once, but because it's so reoccurable with the extra deck monsters, it's worth playing the trap trick and banishing the wave. And also the sanctum, since I'm only running the one Scythe, having to draw another sanctum, it kind of sucks. So I choose not to choose to banish it. And the Dynamiscus, it comes up from time to time. Okay, and now we're going into the other card, into the continuous, playing triple Crackdown. Again, Crackdown, amazing card. I get to steal my opponent's monsters, and it's amazing whenever I go against a link decks, because I get to take their monster and use them to my advantage, as we're about to see through my extra deck. So thanks for checking out my main deck. Moving on to the next thing, which is the extra deck. Okay, so we're playing the triple Blue Slug. Blue Slug, when you link summon it, you can special summon any water monsters that same turn. Anything other than water monsters that same turn. I apologize. And then when it's link summoned, also you get to add one Marincess monster from your graveyard back to the hand, which is why I'm saying Sea Angel is a 1-card combo. You summon the Sea Angel, you go into her, you add the Seahorse, the Seahorse to hand, and then special summon the Seahorse. And then we immediately go into the link to Marincess Coral Anemone. Coral Anemone is an amazing card, especially since when you go into it, you get to summon a water monster that's 15 or lower from your graveyard to a link zone this card points to. So not only can you special summon your Marincess monsters, you can special summon your frog monsters because they're all 15 or lower. And whenever you do that, if you summon back the Seahorse, you get to link summon into the Marincess Sea Angel. With the Sea Angel, you add back the Battle Ocean. And the Battle Ocean, what it does is that it ends up equipping any of the Marincess Link monsters you have in Graveyard to a monster that was special summoned in the extra zone that's a Marincess Link monster. And whenever you have that, let's say you end up special summoning the level 1, the Mandarin, you get to link summon, use the Mandarin and the Sea Angel, so you can link summon into the Marincess Crystal Heart. The Crystal Heart is an amazing card, especially when you use it as link material. As long as you have Battle Ocean in the field, the monster becomes unaffected by an opponent's card effects. And the monsters, because you would go into the Sea Angel and the Anemone that you have in field, because the Anemone is pointing down to the Crystal Heart, you would use these two to either link summon your Marincess Marble Rock that has a battle protection effect and also a recoverable effect where you get to add a Marincess card from your graveyard to your hand, which is what I'm saying, that you can add back the wave that you used the previous turn or that same turn to add it back to the hand, and you can use it again. And then the other option is going into your Marincess Wonderheart, which is your big beatdown monster, because as long as it has monsters equipped to it, you can use it to attack and special summon the monster that's equipped to it, so that it can also attack and also give it battle protection. So let's say your opponent can go over Wonderheart 3 times. You special summon all 3, you take no battle damage. Yeah, maybe your monsters will be special summoned. So if your opponent doesn't destroy the monster special summon, they go back into the equip zone, and you can do it all over again. So that's it for the Marincess links. Moving on to miscellaneous, we play the Artifact Dagda. It's a good card. I like it whenever I don't have the Sanctum in hand, I just go into it. It's no problem, and especially if I can already extend without having to summon the original Marincess monsters. Let's say I use it with Swamp Frog, but at the same time, I don't want to use it for the swamp. So, yeah, it's still a work in progress. It's still in the testing area. And then we play the 1 Phoenix. Again, if I take my opponent's monster with Crackdown, link it away, summon the Phoenix. Same thing with Unicorn, link it away, summon the Phoenix. And same thing with the Bank Knight Crusadia Apermax, link it away, make it a Bank Knight Crusadia Apermax. Again, I don't tend to go into these that often. Usually it's only when I'm trying to get rid of monsters that my opponent controls and I'm just trying to gain advantage. And now for I play only 2 Xyz, since it is pretty easy to go into Xyz. I play the 1 Daguster Emerald just for reoccurability, because I get to have 2 monsters who are level 4s at the same time a few times, so that's a great card. And the 1 Totally Awesome, amazing card. Shame it's at 1. Wish I could play more, but it is what it is. And it's a great card to reoccur resources and also progress the game state. And also, great negate. Awesome negate. And that's it. I don't have an extra deck I don't have a side deck for you guys today. I wish I did, but I'll give y'all an update to see how long this goes testing with my teammates from Team Elite. And that is all I got for today. And I really appreciate you guys for listening me out, hearing it out. Again, this is Marco from Team Elite, and hope you guys have a great day. See ya. 1, 2, 3, come on! Alright, cool. Alright guys, Marco back here again, part of Team Elite. Let's go. And today I'm here to showcase you a Marincess Swamp, Marincess and fuck me.